I am Tejaswi Satpute. I am IPS officer of 2012 batch. When I was a small child, my dream was to become pilot. I got inspired from Nirmaljit Singh's sacrifice in Indo-Pak war, and there was a chapter about him in our syllabus, and I wanted to become a pilot. After getting the specs, I was told that I now shouldn't pursue this because I won't be able to join the forces. Came across the field of biotechnology. While doing this, I got an opportunity to work as a junior research fellow in Bangalore. I came with the decision that I will not go for MSc now. I should do something, and I landed in Pune. I was studying LLB in ILS Law College, Pune, and for the first time I came across the term competitive exams, and I started preparing for the UPSC. Meanwhile, my background was such that I was the first girl child from my family who was given an opportunity to do graduation. They used to question my caliber and my intentions behind changing the fields. They used to think that I am unable to do that. Whatever I am doing, I am unable to do that. That's why I am changing the fields, and I am misguiding my parents. So there was a huge question mark upon my decisions. And finally, after studying for 1.5 years, I was in States Institute for Administrative Career, SIAC, Mumbai, for almost 1 year. I cleared this examination with the rank 198, All India rank. And as per my rank and as per my choices, I got into IPS. Those who got into IPS from this state, I was first among them. And so I landed in my home cadre, Maharashtra cadre, as an IPS officer. And the people who were that time questioning my caliber and intention, later on started saying that we knew that this girl will do something someday. As I succeeded into it, now that decision is called correct decision. But I would honestly say that this is neither a struggle nor a most difficult part. The difficult parts begins after getting selected into it, and struggle is part of everyone's life. So let's call it just a experience sharing, or just a journey, or just a process of life. I went into Hyderabad Academy for the training. It was a very hard training. It included horse riding, cross country running, rifle shooting, around 22 kind of weapons we learned. So it was completely a different kind of exposure which I never had done earlier. But we all took this training as a learning which showed us our real capacities as a human being. We never thought that we can easily run 21 kilometers, 42 kilometers. We never thought that we can easily walk 45 kilometers or even more than that along with 20 kg weight with us. But this was something, this training revealed ourselves and told us that what our real capacities are. For last 10 years, I am into these services. So let's at least become the change maker, the agent of the change, the catalyst for the change, or the person who are keeping the good changes in a continuous manner, continuing the good changes. So I tried to become one such change maker, or I started to initiate the change. I would be sharing few experiences. I was in Pune as a DCP Traffic, and there we did a small experiment. Those who know Pune must be knowing there is a place called Shevgaon. There is another place called Katraj. They are 10 kilometers away from each other. So we did a small experiment where we sent 2 riders along with all the apparatus, helmet and all safety gears. We sent them in the peak hours from Katraj to Shevgaon, and we saw if one person is following all the traffic rules religiously and another is breaking all the rules, how much difference in the time they see while reaching the destination. And to our surprise, in the peak hours for the 10 kilometers, this difference was just 4 minutes. And so as a traffic police, we asked question to Punekar, should we risk our lives for these 4 minutes? And we got a great response. A change began, and change was so much that when we started the drive, the percentage of people wearing helmet, the helmet compliance, was around 20%. And at the end of 3 months of the drive, it went up to 80%. And the fatal accidents drastically come down by around 40%. Saving even a one life in your lifetime gives a meaning to your life. We are very happy that as a team, we could save so many lives. So, such kind of success kept us motivated. Next, I moved to Satara as a SP Solapur. When I used to see the visitors, I used to see more than 10-15% people every day from the soldiers' background, because Satara is very well known for the soldiers' district. Many people go into the forces, in the army, and they get 30 days leave, 15 days leave once in a year. They come to their native place and they have to handle so many things. They have to look after the marriage of their sister, they have to look after the fields, they have to meet all the relatives, they have to look after their parents, they have to build the house. So there are n number of things that they have to manage in those 10 to 15 days, 30 days. So I started feeling sorry when person had to wait for 2 hours, 3 hours outside my office and wait for his number to come, and then come in front of me and tell his issues. Many times his issues were related to some other department. So I would be guiding him to go to some other office. There also he will wait. So by this way, for a small problem, he will go door to door and waste his precious time out of his holidays. So we decided to have one day entirely for the soldiers, entirely for the soldiers' families. And we started this concept called Ek Divas Sainikasati. So once in a month, one Saturday we used to choose, which is dedicatedly for them, and we used to call all other organizations present in the district, like we used to call the revenue department, we used to call the Sainik Kalyan welfare department, we used to call the ZP, and we used to have our own desks, one desk for each division. And at least 500 people used to visit on that particular day, and we took it as a challenge that we will resolve their issues in coming 7 days. So the person need not wait anywhere, and he should be getting justice. His work should be done in next 7 days. And this drive we continued. Today also in Satara, not that frequently, but this drive is being done. And we are able to do some justice to our brothers who are fighting for us on the border and doing the supreme sacrifices for us. From there I moved to Solapur. Solapur had this very serious problem of illicit liquor since pre-independence time. And few tandas or few villages were completely involved into the Hath Bhatti liquor, which is poisonous, very harmful to the health. And the quantum was such that if we visit any place at one time, lakhs of liters of the raw material and thousands of liters of the illicit liquor we used to find there during the raids. But the situation was such that our frequency to visit that particular place used to be 60 days, once in 60 days, once in 30 days. Why so? Because there were incidences when police were attacked by the people. Whenever less number of police will go there, 50, 20, 70, the localites will attack the police, and therefore some pressure was there on the police. When we are in huge force, then only we used to go visit and raid the places. Now we began Operation Parivartan for this change. Parivartan itself means change. We wanted to change this. We selected 4 steps for that. First will be raid, because if we won't raid, if that illicit business is still profitable for them, हम कितना भी उन्हें बताएं, they will not change themselves. As the business is profitable to them, it's a easy money. So raid was the very important factor we increased the frequency of the raids so as to make it unprofitable to them. Second thing was counseling. We started their counseling saying that we will not allow you to do this thing, but if you try to do something else, if you want to do something else, we will give you all the support. The third stage was rehabilitation, and the fourth stage was the awareness among the people who are consuming this poisonous liquor and among the people who are making this poisonous liquor. So, I will come to the presentation. These are the 4 steps that I was explaining to you. The frequency of raids was taken down from 60 days to 3 days. Every third day we started going there and raiding it. The next good thing about this Operation Parivartan was, it was absolutely replicable. We can replicate this for any kind of problem, because this is a zero cost initiative. It just requires your mindset and your willpower to change anything. And it's a solid skill. We have trained our own people how to do the counseling, how to be human, and at the same time how to be the professional, doing the raids, registering the offense, and taking this to the logical conclusion, not leaving it in between. By this, what result we could achieve will make you happy after listening to. We could rehabilitate 700 families. And what these people are doing. Initially, we could observe that there were such more than 80 families who were having their own agricultural land, but they were not doing agriculture, they were not farming, because this was an easy business for them. So they were doing this only, they were using their precious land for doing this illicit, illegal activity. So once this became unprofitable to them, they immediately shifted on the agriculture. This made the example for others. If they can do it, why can't we? And the rate of rehabilitation went on, and within next 1 year, we achieved the rehabilitation number of 700. The last major chunk of rehabilitation was the ladies, because in hath bhatti making, getting the wood, having the bhatti, getting the water and doing all the process, all this hard work was being done by the ladies, and the selling and transport work was being done by the male counterparts in the houses. So we targeted ladies, we give them a skill development training. Once we observed that the dress that they wear, the Banjara costume, is a very beautiful, colorful, on which the embroidery work was done. So out of curiosity, we asked them, who prepares this for you? They said, this we prepare for our own and for our elderly people. Then why don't you sell it and earn? Then they said, because this costume is being currently used only by the elderly people and by others only on some occasion, some tyohar, some marriage. So we don't have market for it. Everyone is making for themselves. So we tried to convert their skill into the modern wearing. And in the next photo, you can see this. These jewelries were made and the cushions were made. The decent design on the saris that one can use, everyone can use, was done. And 200 ladies, the hands which were earlier involved into the illicit liquor making, the poisonous liquor making, are now not only conserving their own ancestral skills, but also earning a livelihood for themselves and their families. This is the picture when they are doing the design on the saris. We even started one Operation Parivartan group where 45 ladies, they took a skill development training and they started stitching. So it's a group stitching. For example, a cloth is given to them. So one will stitch only the cuffs of the shirt, one will do only the collars, one will do only the hands. So when it comes to the 10th table, the shirt is ready. So they all need to sit together. So through the CSR activity, we had a good hall for them. Now all of them sit there and do this activity. Proudly they have named their group as a Parivartan group. And I am very happy to share that the shirts made by them are exported to Japan, to Dubai and to many other places. Currently, many local schools are giving them the orders of stitching the school uniforms for them. So this change, we all believed in change. We thought that if we wish and if we passionately follow something, definitely we will be able to see the change. This problem was there for more than 100 years. It got solved in 1.5 years because we started finding the root cause of the problem and we started finding the holistic solution behind it. If we do proper counseling, if we believe in change, we definitely can initiate the change. I know that, seeing the 100% result of it, currently there is 80% decrease in the production of hath bhatti liquor. Remaining 20% is still there. Those people who are very much hardcore into it, they are continually shifting their places. They are doing this business, hiding here and there. We are, to this 20%, we are unable to arrest till now. But this 20% will also change if we passionately keep pursuing this thing. So, the smiles on their faces is what is the real motivation behind all these things. Whatever I am doing today and whatever I am today, on this occasion, I really want to thank my parents who never discriminated between the son and daughter, who gave me the equal treatment, who gave me the equal opportunities. I am very thankful to my husband, my daughter who are present here as well, for constantly supporting me and being my real strength. I am very thankful to all my seniors who have molded me into what I am today. I am very thankful to all of you for being a very passionate, patient and wonderful audience. I am very thankful to TEDx too. I will just end my talk with 2 lines. I don't know who have written this, but I really like it and sometimes I feel that it is written for me only. मंजिल तो मिल ही जाएगी, भटकते ही सही. मंजिल तो मिल ही जाएगी, भटकते ही सही. गुमराह तो वो है जो घर से निकले ही नहीं. So let's begin our journey. Some or the other day, we will definitely reach the destination. But the real failure will be when we don't even start the journey. So let us all keep the courage to start the journey. Let's begin with it. Someday we will definitely reach to our destination. Thank you so much.